meeting, or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. So, first item we have is our citizens' input. No sign-ups. Move on to number 2, the minutes from our prior meeting, May 28th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
And our third is in order. It's a request from the administration for the authorization for the transfer of 3 parcels of vacant land currently held in tax possessions by the Watuppa Water Board. So for this point, I really just would request Mr. Thomas, if you want to come down, please.
Sure.
Motion to lift from the table.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
So moved. I'm just looking for a
Quick update.
quick update. Yes, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Counselor. Basically, before you is a request to transfer 3 landlocked vacant parcels of low-value land that were acquired by the city on November 6, 1935, to the Watuppa Water Board. The reason that we're looking to do that is the Watuppa Water Board has looked at these. They believe that they would be beneficial for the city's watershed protection. And in order to provide Article 97 protection to the parcels so that they can truly be protected for watershed protection, the law requires us to transfer them to them. So we had thought, back in 2009, the assessor had started to assess them again as owners unknown. In April of 2023, there was a party who actually claimed they owned them, but they couldn't produce a deed. That led us to take a look at the owner unknown parcels, and we determined that the city had in fact acquired them back in 1935. In October of 2023, we had ongoing conversations, myself and Mr. Labossiere, the forester, and I explained to him the process that had to be followed because now that we were sure that we owned them, but I suggested that he have a title examiner come look at them because in order to truly be sure we had never sold them, we had to grantor the name of City of Fall River from 1935 to the present. And it was not cost effective to have me do that. So they had David Golden, who's a very well-known title examiner, did the title exam. He confirmed that the city owned it and they had never been conveyed out. At the same time, I suggested to Mr. Labossiere that we would need to have an appraisal because by law, if we're going to transfer these, we need to do it pursuant to an appraisal. And that they should pay for the appraisal. They had an appraisal done and it came back with a value of $30,000. They had secured funding from the Watuppa, from the CPC, and I believe that information has been supplied to you. On April 4th of 2024, I received notice from Mr. Ferlin that the Watuppa Water Board voted to acquire the parcels using the CPC funding. These parcels, currently the 3 of them have a tax possession value of $28,135. We're conveying them for $30,000, so it's pretty good. It's pretty fair. And what we're asking is that you do that. There really is no value to sell these. There's no access to them, and it'll provide the watershed protection, and it'll also send $30,000 to the city's coffers, so that the parcels are not sitting there with no value. And so I respectfully request that you approve it. A draft order was already sent along with everything to the council. I can answer any questions you have.
Motion to refer to full council with a positive recommendation.
Motion so made. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
So voted.
Thank you all. Have a
Thank
lovely
you.
evening.
You probably didn't have to come, guys, but
Motion adjourned.
second, all in favor?
Aye.